Hey guys, welcome back to the Gregorio Girls channel. My name's Shauna and today I have this fresh faced makeup look for you. So I just wanted to do something that was like a super easy, super natural, everyday, just fresh look for summer or any time of year honestly. But yeah, before we get into this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We have changed our posting days to Sundays now. And don't forget to follow us both on Instagram. I'm at Shauna Greggs and Devin is at DevDevGreggs. And with that, let's just get right into this tutorial. Okay. Yikes. So to start this look, I'm going to take the Too Faced Hangover Primer Spray. And we're using this because when I think of a fresh face, I think of dewy skin, hydrated skin, just everything glowing and being super nice and dewy. So this has coconut water in it and it's just super nice and hydrating on your skin. It's just going to give you that like glow from within. If you have oily skin or you have combination skin, Devin and I both have combo skin, you probably don't want to spray this right in your T-zone just because it is hydrating and might make you, wetter here and produce more oils and all that stuff that you don't want. So I usually focus it on the perimeter of my face. Also, if you really don't want to get it in your T-zone, you can just go like this, spray, 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 go like this, spray, spray, spray. So next I'm going to take the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer. I really like this. I got this in my Ipsy. It just goes on so smooth and I feel like it just feels like, I don't know, expensive. Like, just for lack of a better word, like it just feels like really nice when it goes on your skin. It just feels really hydrating. It's a hydrating primer, but it also just feels like well made and luxe and like bougie. I don't know. I think it's a really good primer. So just to give us more of that glow from within look, I'm going to take the IT Cosmetics Hello Light Cream Highlighter. This is in the shade Radiance. I have used this in powder form on my channel, so you might recognize that. Now this is more of like a pale champagne-y color, and I do actually have, I know you can't tell on camera because it totally washes me out, but I do have a little bit of color. This typically looks better on me when I'm like super fair, but we're gonna go with it. So I'm just gonna take it on my finger and like pat it on the high points of my cheeks. And then when we put our foundation on, it's just gonna give us that super like subtle highlight coming through the foundation. So next for foundation, I'm sure this isn't a surprise, I'm gonna take my favorite, the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation. And next for concealer, because this is a fresh face look, I don't really want to take anything that's going to be too full coverage, too cakey looking, anything like that. So I'm going to use the matching L'Oreal Pro Glow concealer. And this, like the foundation, is very medium coverage, very dewy. I tend to bring my concealer down further. I don't tend to like swing it out here. This is because I have like a rounder face, so I don't really want to make my face look wider by highlighting this area. So I tend to bring it down here to make my face look longer and slimmer. So that's just a little tip. If you do have like a rounder face, you don't want to swing it out all the way out to here and just make your face look wider. You want to look like long and lean and like. Next to set our face, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder. I'm just going to take that on my Morphe E41 brush. I don't want to overset this because, again, I want my skin to look fresh and dewy. I don't really want it to look super mattified. Literally just going to take a little bit in my cap and like lightly dip my brush, tap off the excess, and just pounce it into my face just so we set everything so our makeup doesn't slide all around, but not enough. Like, you can still see that I still look pretty dewy and glowy. A lot of times I like to go in with like my beauty blender and then like set right under my eyes and like press it into my skin and just look super like airbrush, but that can look just a little too matte for this type of look, so that's why I'm not doing that. Now, if you have super oily skin, I probably wouldn't use so many hydrating, dewy, and like cream products that I just used. If I had super oily skin and I was trying to recreate this look, I would probably throw in a decent amount of mattifying products in there. Like, I probably wouldn't have done the step with the cream highlighter. I probably would have just done my face and just gone in with like a powder highlighter on top. Or if I was going to do the dewy foundation, I would go in with like a mattifying primer, or I would just totally skip like the Too Faced Hangover Primer step and just go in with the base. It definitely kind of takes some trial and error just so you get used to your skin and your skin type. And of course, there's really no rules in makeup, but if you're really oily, you just don't want to load your face with products that are going to make you produce more oil. Hopefully that makes sense. So next I'm just going to bronze. I'm not going to contour. I'm not going to do anything like too cut or anything like that. I'm literally just going to like loosely bronze my face. So I'm going to take the MAC Give Me Sun and Mineralize Skinfinish. I'm going to take that on my Morphe R2 brush. So I'm just using this big brush because I don't really need it in like a super concentrated area. Don't go crazy. You definitely don't want to look like super orange or super like muddy. You can see I'm just kind of like loosely bronzing. And again, because this is a look for someone who just wants something everyday, super quick, super easy, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe R10 brush and just dip back into that bronzer, like a very little bit. I'm gonna squeeze the brush and just lightly dust it on the side of my nose for like a rough nose contour. Not a rough nose contour, but like a very minimal nose contour. And another tip to achieve a more natural look, and I know I say natural, but there's really nothing natural about the amount of makeup that we're putting on our face, so I get it. But we'll say another tip to create a more natural look is to do your highlight before your blush. So I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild MegaGlow. Oh! So I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild MegaGlow highlighting powder. This is in the shade Golden Flower Crown. And what I really like about this product in particular is it's not just like a blinding highlight. You can build it up to be blinding. It doesn't go on so intense with like the first application, and that's kind of what I want for this look. Normally I'm someone who really wants to just drench my face in highlighter. I just want to be super blinding, but that's not what this look is about, so I'm gonna try and like restrain myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with my Too Faced spray again. And then just before that sets on my Morphe M510, and just give myself like a super natural glow. So just hit all the high points of your face that you normally would. Like you see how it's there, but it's not like phew, highlight. Like you can still see it, it still looks healthy, it still looks nice, it still looks beautiful, but you're just not like blinding people as you walk by. And just to make that highlight look even more natural and more like it's coming from your skin, I just go in with my damp beauty blender and just press right over it, press it right into my skin, and I just like melt it all together. Next for blush, I'm going to take the MAC blush. This is their Extra Dimension blush in the shade Fairly Precious. So this is what it looks like. You can see it's a little bit more like reflective. I feel like the fact that it's just so reflective kind of makes it like blend in with your highlight and like your skin, so it just doesn't really look like matte blush on your face, and it just kind of like fades into everything really nice. I feel like it just really goes with this look better than just going in with like a matte blush. So next I'm just going to quickly fill in my eyebrows. I'm going to use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I'm in the shade Ash Brown. I'm sure you guys have seen me use this millions of times before on our channel. I just like to use a brow pencil when I'm trying to do something a little bit more natural, because I feel like my brow pomades are obviously just going to make my brows look super dark and super fierce. Not necessarily what I want for this. Obviously, I keep saying it, this is an everyday, easy look. Easy, natural, everyday look. So we're gonna not use a pomade today. Now, I really love this pencil. I think it's a really great dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil. So if you're looking for some new brow products that won't break the bank, definitely check this out. Okay, so I just primed my eyelids with my concealer, and then what I'm gonna do is go into the Jaclyn Hill palette, because there's just not a better palette out there. And I'm gonna go into this like orangey neutrally shade. I'm just going to take that on a fluffy blending brush. You can skip this step if you want to. For me personally, I do like to bring some attention to my eyes. So we'll say we're just like lightly contouring our eyes, if that makes sense. I'm not doing like a full-blown look. So I'm going to take that color and just lightly dust it in my crease, just so that you can barely notice that it's there, but it still kind of makes my eyes pop a little bit. I'm using like a burnt orange shade because I have blue eyes and I know that it complements my eyes. So basically that's why I like to do this. Again, you can just slap on some mascara and call it a day if you don't want to do any eyeshadow. But I just like the way that this looks when it's all finished. And then I'm just going to take that same shadow and run it under my lash line. And then I'll just go back in with my highlighter and hit that right under my brow and right in my inner corner. Next for mascara, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes Mascara. Now, if you wanted, you could pop on some like super natural lashes with this. I would suggest like the Ardell Demi Wispies or something, but just for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna stop here with mascara, although I probably would put on lashes because I am super obnoxious and extra. Before this video, I will not do that. I will just chill and be happy with my mascara. So next, just to finish up with lips, what I like to do in the summer is I tend to wear more glosses with these like natural and summertime looks. So I'm gonna use my favorite, which is the Buxom Hot Toddy lip gloss. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope it was fairly easy for you. Before you leave, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that little bell button. That's the notification button, and that'll just notify you whenever Devin and I post. And then of course, follow us both on Instagram. I'm at Shauna Greggs and Devin is at DevDevGreggs. And with that, we will see you in our next video.